Hello everyone, welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James, joined by Alex, and as I said, if you watched our live show on Friday, I'd be back today with an unboxing of two of our latest semi-tractors coming from Kabolite. These are super feature-rich, highly detailed semi-tractors. So in this video, we'll unbox one. I'll take the other one out of the box, but we'll go through one, set it up to the best of our ability. But the beauty of these, anybody in the RC semi-tractor market might know Tamiya is a big brand. We sell a lot of Tamiyas, but they're mostly kits. Interestingly enough, you're not going to get this size of a semi-tractor in a ready-to-run option. So that's what makes these so exciting, because Kabolite is a pretty well-known brand, and they do high-end construction and vehicles like that. So you know, when you get their constructions, their excavators, they are full metal, real hydraulics, like they're at the high end, and that's the same for these. But to pull it out of the box and just, you know, minimal assembly is what I'm working into with the high level of detail you're going to get from these. That's what makes these exciting. And what's also awesome about these two is they will pair with 14 scale trailers that Tamiya makes. There's kits. We just recently added another one that we'll talk about in a little bit. I'm going to get that sent to me as well. It's from Double Eagle. You'll actually see it here. And it's available, just came on the website now, and that'll fit this one. It's a 14 scale metal platform, you know, like the other Scania I did 2 weeks ago, Alex and I. We had a 14 scale from Huina, and that had trailers optional. Now those are, you know, the prices on those are unbelievable compared to this. You know, it's a completely different market. One's, you would say, is more toy, and this is, you know, this is hardcore. But I'm excited to get my hands on this. This is a kit, so I'll build this. I'll make a video on this when I get it. But I just want to have, you know, if we're gonna have the semi-tractor, got to be pulling something. And that, being that it's 14 scale, I should be able to pull around my tanks, should be able to pull around the other 14 scale construction equipment I have and everything. EF, Motion RC coffee mugs are available at motionrc.com. Go to the merch section, and this exact cup, this is my first one when we got them, so the logo's rubbing off. It's gotten some use. But head to motionrc.com for your coffee mug. So I got the red one and the gray one. I'm going to do the red one, because the red one's cooler looking. We'll unbox this and see it. I haven't even opened the tape. I haven't even looked inside. So I'm excited to, you know, see what's in here. We cut the tape, pull out, because I was really pumped about, and again, I could actually take this. This was the Huina, you know, this is the 18th scale one. So it's going to look, basically looks just like this, but, you know, 14 scale is going to be more ginormous. So let's unbox here and see what we're working with. We've got foam on top, nothing to see, so I won't even point it at you. I'm going to see if I might have to lay this down sideways. I may have to open the back to pull this out. You know what? I'm turning it upside down. We're turning it upside down. Hey Vic, what's going on? Slapnuts, Red Tail Flyer. How you doing today? Hope you guys had a good weekend. I've been a little under the weather, fighting it off, so if you could hear it in my voice. Now, I don't know which ways, this way would be, that's up, I think. That's the way it was, yeah, because I just turned it upside down. So the tape is just around, we're separated in two halves. Let's get our X-Acto knife going around it. Oh yeah, oh, hold on, I didn't even cut that side yet. Thought I did. Could have swore I went through this side. Let's do it one more time. There it is. All right, nothing inside of here of any importance. Put that off to the side and check that out. So our truck, can I pull this? Nicely done, molded in, so we got our transmitter on top. We'll go through that in a second. Oh man, She's huge, but looks just more pronounced version of the one we had. Oh man, that's awesome. And again, nothing inside here. So totally ready to run in the best way possible. So I'm gonna have to figure some things out. Obviously the cab will probably lift up so we could get access inside, but man, just pulling it out, that's already super cool and detailed. Unlike the toy version, the doors themselves open, so you have options inside there to see the the display. There's gauges and everything. Looks really detailed. You could definitely get some figures in there, which is cool. You got the steps. Wow. Wow, you see the gas containers, all that. Do these lift up? We'll have to see in a sec. But let's go through. Let's take a look at them out. So these were easy, super easy to unbox, and that's a pitch. Wesley Miller, you guys know Wes. Prior to him working for Motion, I forget if he bought it himself or if we sent him one when we first started carrying the Tamiya kits for the 14 scale. You know, we got Peterbilts, we got Mac, you know, a few different options. He built one himself. Like we might have sent it to him. I forget, or he bought it, but he's got one to be. But he said it was you know, compared to like, you know, the comparison would be like building an RC plane. Building it, not even an ARF kit would be easier than putting together one of these, you know, by hand. So we sell those Tamiya kits. So, you know, you got a lot of work cut out for you if you wanted to build one, which is fine, which is okay, you know. But the beauty is at least a lot of those trailers that Tamiya makes will work with this. You see you got the fifth, they call this the fifth wheel back here, right? So that's going to be on a transmitter to link up to your trailer and, you know, lock it and unlock it. And then it'll have the options. I'm hoping that other one from this transmitter, I'll be able to bind it up and drop the legs on the platform trailer and extend the ramp, things like that. So that'll be cool. You do have some decals. So if I want to put some decals on, they look vinyl. They're not water slide, so it'll just be peel, press, and peel off the top layer, which is cool. I don't know if we'll do that. We'll get that far in it, but that's the whole 770S. I kind of like the clean red on the side. I don't know if I want to put the 770 on the side, but I guess for scale fidelity and pictures, I should. Then inside here, we've got, you'll see everything inside the box. So we got our transmitter, we got chargers. It looks like, oh, they give us AA batteries, which is nice. So it's full, ready to run. You don't even have to provide your own AA batteries. I'll take the transmitter out. I'm gonna do this way. Whoa, that is tight. There it is. Nice transmitter. Oh, it stands up nicely. Oh, my best friend. Got another one of these chargers. I have a million of them. And they give you the, looks like I'm getting a European plug or the US plug to plug that in. Oh, nice. Look at these. Nice tools for your truck. Metal, full-on metal tools. Whoa. We got a 2 by 25 millimeter hex. Look at these. Oh man, full metal, blue too. I dig it with some options. So you get the options for your, you know, for each one of the drivers. Lug wrench and Allen key. We got the battery for the truck. We got a 5,000 lithium ion 2-cell. That's what comes with it. That's what's gonna power this baby up. I hope there's juice in it, because I didn't open. Oh, I see there's one more screw. There is a tiny little, we'll see where that goes, but I don't want to lose it. You got one of the grub screws. One grub screw inside. We got the I think that's the rear view mirror that attaches to the front, right above the windshield on the outside. That's the only accessory. Sorry guys if I'm coughing a bit. And then a couple of antenna. They look like some of the radio antennas that will go on the top in a little bit here. And then we've got 4 AA batteries. Nice. So we get them together. And that's it in this this thing. So let's take a look at the manual. What's the first thing they tell me to do? All right, well, let's get the batteries into, I'm not going to use these just because I have 4 already open. I was prepared. So let me get these in here. Get the transmitter rocking and rolling, and we'll find where to plug in our battery. All right, 4 AA's, and then it's just push. Oh wow, purple, nice, or pink. I'm gonna turn that off for the second. That's there like that, and then now where are the latches to get? Oh, there we go, spring loaded. Oh, bang! So there are. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's lock it down. So there are 2 spring-loaded hooks under here that are going to lift up the, it's going to give you access to underneath the cab. The whole cab is going to come up. You see here, there's a spring on this side. That unlocks, and then a spring on that side. And then it doesn't go all the way up. That's about as far as it goes, but enough to get your battery in, enough to access anything you need to access. But again, it's ready to run, so hopefully we don't have to go in there, but there should be a way. Yeah, there's some screws in there. If you ever need to take this off entirely, shouldn't be hard to do, but hard to show that way. So let's get the battery. Let's get our battery ready to go. Now I hope there's juice in here. I'll be mad if there's not. Might have to wait a minute while we just get enough charge, but usually they come with some charge on them already. So I'm just gonna slide this in. Not even gonna lock it down. Not really going anywhere. All right, I see lights going on inside. Now is there an on-off switch?
Facing me.
You see the on-off switch?
Yeah.
Ah, there it is. Okay, so off. I'm going to turn the transmitter on. Push and hold. And now let's turn the truck on. And everything is on. And everything's on. It's because the switches are down. Ah, all the switches at the top were down. So put all the switches up first before you plug in, or else you're just going to get yelled at. There we go. All right. So now what are my switches? So I have a volume control. I have a volume control on the knob, on the VRA knob, it's telling me. SWA is going to be low gear, high gear. SWB, rocker up to open. Oh, okay. That's going to be our rocker up to open. Oh, differentials. That's going to open and close our diffs. So that's cool. And I could show you some of that working. I'll turn upside down. I'm just trying to see. We got lighting on SWC. So let's see if that works as is. Oh, put on the sound. Oh, I'm sorry. Start up, stop, and whistle is SWC. So you can honk at everybody, which is cool. And then lighting. There we go. Flash cycle. So it just has some flashers.
Well, it has some flashers.
Some flashers.
Crazy on the
It's
front.
going insane.
It's a dance party.
Let's cut this off at the top here. Super, super cool. Nice. I gotta get rid of that little piece of foam. There it is. Gone. Wow. Nice. That's cool. So the flashers are off there. And then what else do we get? Power winch, brake. So then as far as driving it, it's just forward, reverse. Yeah, that's it. Forward, reverse, and then the middle will be, you know, your brake. And your power switch, and then trimming. Sweet. I don't see that doing anything. I'm going to move this out of the way. Move all this. Let's see. Oh, good. We got rear brake backing sounds. You got blinkers. Now can we turn our lights on without the flash? That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. Seeing if there's a way to do that. No, that would be trim. 'Cause you don't want just the flashers on. Let's get the sound going again. So where are the lights on their own? Because it has. Oh, okay. You cycle it. That's what you got to do. So it figured it out. You got to cycle everything. So that's the way it works. Sorry. I got to shut that down so you can hear me. So on the SWD switch, which is the far left switch, every time you cycle, something else will turn on. And you go through all your levels. So off, just got some top accent lighting, the bottom. Down again, you got your headlights, your high beams, and then cycling again, off. Cool. These are not plugged in. So these do not have, still super neat. Oh, hazards. Oh, that's cool. And then you have the party mode, if you will. But that's pretty cool. Oh, Sean, thanks so much, man. Thanks for that. But all around, really beautiful. Now let me start it up again. Now when you drive, we should get driving sounds. Wow. Super neat. There's side lights? Oh, yeah. On the side. I'm going to turn the sound off one more time. Alex is getting a kick out of it. But take a look. I'm going to turn this upside down here. Take a look at the drive shaft and everything. You know, Kabolite does some pretty, you know, again, some expensive models. They really put in the effort when it comes to things like this. Now, I mean, look at all this metal under here for all the drive shafts and everything. That's probably overdoing it for for what this is, but it's gonna pull a lot. So I'm excited to get the trailer with it. I'm gonna get that double eagle one that I showed you, and eventually I'll get that hooked up with this and have it all work nice and together. Oh my God, does that open? Tell me that opens. Wow, that might open. But then again, there's lights in there, so it probably doesn't. But I think that's a way. Now, there's like there's a magnet on one side, but I don't want to pull up on it because there's got to be a wire giving that light. I'll look in the meantime. But check a look at this. You're still on it. I'm gonna run the throttle. So that's full throttle. Reverse. We'll run it this way. Pretty darn cool. And again, think about it. You buy one of these as a kit, you're building that. You know, like that's what Wes had to do for his. You're building all of that. That's why the pitch on this is, you know, something this cool, this large, you know, to be ready to run is unbelievable. You're saving yourself a ton of time in the price you're going to pay, you know, to get it that way without having to do the work. We already had a little meeting this morning. I'm like, you know, if this is good, we gotta see some American, you know, tractor cabs, because that would be awesome as well. You know, Scania. But taking a look now, I'll compare it to the Huina version. So this was the 18th scale we had just released, and this is the 18, 14. That's
me or my son ever
a
again.
huge. That is huge. Huge difference in comparison of what you're getting on this scale. So I'm excited to put some 14 scale models on the trailer, and as I said, now it's going to be no problem with the 16 scale tanks. We'll end up going well with it. I'm just going to look through the manual, anything I might have missed. Again, just some accessory pieces. So, this is the rear view. Like, this one goes on the door. I might want to, I'm probably going to glue these on. Yeah, they give you some antennas, and they just attach little pieces on the side. Nothing, you know, nothing a little glue won't take care of. They did also, in the manual, it's showing all the dashboard graphics. They're done already, so you don't have to do those. You just get license plates, minor graphics around the outside, and then the big 770s to run up the side, which I don't want to do. Very hard to do to show you guys, because I got to be on this side doing it, and it just never works. And I wouldn't want to bore you to tears, so we won't go that hard. But that's pretty much it. Man, pull this thing out of the box, and it looks like that, and you don't have to do hardly anything. It's unbelievable. I love the tools. I mean, not that I don't really need them, but the fact that you're getting, you know, a nice tool for each what's it called? For everything you would need to use it for. It's great. I gotta figure out how to use them. I've never seen tools that look like this before. But all metal tools, charger, battery, AA batteries in there, so you really don't need anything to get this going. So what I'm going to do, I'm just putting this all to the side, and I'll have to remember in my head, that's for the red one. I'm going to put the 18th scale back, and then I'm just going to hit the switch on the battery here. Let's turn that off, and then let's quickly, that's because I shut the battery off before I shut the cab off, and I'm just going to pull the gray one out just to have a look at it. But again, it'll be exactly the same, but just nice and silverish. I guess silver more than gray. I've been saying gray, but it's that silver color which we have over here, which will look really nice. Because now this one, though, the Huina one had the red platform trailer, and then it had a silver platform trailer. The silver platform trailer looks right. I think the red one looked a little off compared to the cab. You know, I don't know if I've never noticed, do they color the platform trailer? I feel like silver is pretty much, that's why, like, when I get that die-cast one, that double eagle one that's gonna come to me for this, I'm just gonna leave it chrome, because chrome, I mean, what's not cool about chrome? So let's flip this around again. And let's open this. There we go. And it's tight. Bang. Put that there. I'm going to leave this together so we don't need to see all the same parts. Let's just pull the cab out. And it got some weight to it too. It's got to be at least 10 to maybe 15 pounds. It's a solid piece of machinery. Oh, and look at that. Look at the shocks on the back. Cool. I didn't even notice that on the other one. That'll be cool going over some, not that you're gonna, you know, go off-roading with your semi-tractor, but that is pretty darn cool. Which ones do you guys like, silver or red? Something about the red is really nice. But all around, I'm excited. I get the decals on them later today. But I really dig that, man. They are large and in charge. All around, super neat. Sean, I think we carry Kabolite in the EU warehouse. So eventually these will get there, I'm sure, especially being that, you know, Scania, these would be even more popular, you know, overseas, but all around super neat. I can't wait to pull some stuff and just, you know, just driving this one around a little bit on here, you can feel it's got some good torque. So I think it'd be no problem carrying some good weight, like some of the bigger tanks and stuff. And then at 14 scale, I want to see if I could pull like a fuselage. I think the Flightline Mustang, I have one over there. I don't have one to grab, but I think if I take the wings off, could put the fuselage on the trailer, it might be the right scale to, you know, to get it on the back. It would look like it was towing an aircraft, which would be fun. Sean Peterson says, red will match my Triumph Tiger Explorer 1200 motorbike. That would be awesome. Get those on the back. Now the platform trailer itself that we showed you, if you want to bring that up one more time, Alex. This thing, so this is 3 feet long. It's 38 inches long, 43 inches when the ramp is extended down. So that's over 3 feet. So it's going to be a 3 foot long trailer. The table I'm using right now is 3 feet from me to the camera, and it's 8 feet. It was a 4x8 sheet. I just had them, when I made this years ago, I had them just cut a foot off the width. So like this is a 3 foot table from here to just off camera is 3 feet. So that's going to be longer this way. So again, if it's 8 feet, 3 feet, it's going to be to here, and then the truck. So all around with the cab and everything, you're looking at almost a, you know, 4.5 foot piece of machinery in front of you, which is a significant size. Looks good. But all around, man, I'm super impressed by this. Any questions? Well, I did open the doors, Bill. The door's open. We did that at the beginning. But yeah, the door's open. Lights all work. We had this one plugged in if you're just getting here, Bill. We already plugged this one in. We went through the light cycles, the sounds. All around super neat. The door's open. They just like push closed, but yeah. I think they're magnetically, yeah, there's a little magnet on the bottom corner that hold them closed. But nice detail in the cockpits, in the cab, cab pit, driver's side. Just turning that towards the camera. But they already did all the graphics. Like the manual shows that the stickers were going to be provided, but those stickers are already done. The only stickers you really have to do are for the 770S graphic on the sides of each, and then some like license plates and little tiny decals that you want to put on in other places. But all around super. I can't wait to get the trailer, as I said. That's going to be fun. And then if you want to see, he's in a dentist chair. The trailer is an optional purchase. So this comes, either one of these come, they're just on their own. But Alice, we brought you up. We sell a few different trailers. So the first one, brand new. This is the one I'm going to get sent to me to build. Again, all of these are kits too. So you're building these from a kit. Then these are the options we have from Tamiya, which will work with these. Right now we have 2 in stock on the US site. I made an email that the gas one just went out of stock, I think, when these went in. We'll be getting more of these in, but we do have some options. Hopefully we'll get more options in the future, but these will work with the Tamiyas as well, which is nice. So, you know, yes, you're going to have to, you know, spring for your own trailer, if you will. But well worth it. If you're someone who's into, you know, trucks and RC trucks and just want a, You know, this reminds me like our Bancroft warships. You know, the price is the price, but all the work you'd have to do to get there yourself, you're saving money. If you're into these and, you know, you want to just pull one out of the box that you just saw me pull, I mean, it comes out of the box like this. You're just putting a few little ancillary pieces on, some decals, charging up the battery, and then you're going. So, you know, a lot of guys, we have seen in the past, a lot of guys will bring these to their RC air shows or car shows, and they, you know, they drive their stuff in. But it's, you know, it's just fun. It's super fun. So we're excited to get these. When I get that trailer, you know, I want to get that soon, because I definitely want to, when we make the video, I want to have a trailer on the back. I think it would be more fun than just driving around the truck by itself. But all around, super duper neat. Good weight to it. We went through the drive train already. Yeah, so if there are no other questions, then we could call it here, guys. I'm excited about these. I did not expect, and again, when you put one up, for anybody just joining late, this was the recent, that's the recent 18th scale one in there. So it is, you know, significantly different. But look, attest the 18th scale one is pretty darn detailed. You know, you're just not getting, obviously, I mean, look, the drivetrain, it's, you know, there's nothing under there. You don't see it working the way you see on the other one. But that's pretty cool when you have them right up near each other. It's definitely awesome. Thank you so much, Mike Bird. Yeah, man, we have so much. It really is insane. When I started, it was mostly planes. I don't think we did, maybe a heli was just sort of starting out, but we didn't have hardly any surface, and now we got everything. It's unbelievable what almost a decade of time will do. And, you know, the stuff that I know that's coming, just all awesome, all good stuff. And this is just another one of those options for another niche of the hobby that's definitely very popular. So if you're into this stuff, guys, I don't have a link. I might have the links in the description. I do have links in the description. I've definitely put them in there. So you can click on the link for either the red or the gray one. And as always, guys, we appreciate you so much. Thanks for tuning in. This was a short one today. I don't know when the next time we'll be live. I don't know if we're going to be live with another sort of unboxing, but we'll definitely be live at the start of November for our main live show with Wes. But we have some fun coming up. The week just began. It's Monday, so there may be some surprises by the end of the week. So stay tuned. If you haven't hit the like button, please. That always helps out the channel, I think, anyway. It helps out the YouTube algorithms and whatnot. But if you really want to support us, head to motionrc.com and pick something up. Pick up your next RC favorite, whether it's one of these trucks, plane, car, boat, you name it. We got it. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm going to go try to get healthier, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Oh, wait, I have a question. Mike Bird, are there trailers for the smaller rig? Yes. When I made that video, the platform trailer is optional. I believe the smaller rig is like, I think it's 150 ready to run, the smaller one, and then the trailer itself is like 89, or it's like 79, 99, and 89 for the trailer, but the trailer will sync up to that. I don't know if I don't think we have any 18th scale, like complete trailers. So like, you know, you're not going to have a warehouse truck or a gas tank, you know, things like that. But you could have the platform trailer, and that works. Like, check out if you haven't watched it, I think you commented on the video, so you probably already know this. You comment on a lot of our videos, but 2 weeks ago I did the video on these, and you'll see it all working nicely. Those link up beautifully to the smaller one. And obviously, whole different price range than what you're getting here. But guys, that'll do it for us here. Again, have a great Monday. Hope you had a good weekend, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.